Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind.
Hello and welcome to the finals of Day 2 of the British Summer Championships 2023, live from Pondsforge, Sheffield. I'm Liz Johnson. I'm looking forward to our first final session. Yesterday's events were heat declared winner, so even though we're on Day 2, this is our first night of finals action, and what we've got coming up for you is the men's 200 meters freestyle, women's and men's multi-class 200 meters freestyle, women's 400 meters freestyle, men's 100 meters breaststroke. That is the first segment. Then we will have some presentations before we move on to the women's and men's multi-class 400 meters freestyle, the women's 50 meters breaststroke, men's 50 meters backstroke. And we'll finish up with an event that's unique to the para swimming program. It's the men's multi-class 150 meters individual medley. You can see the pictures there, the officials just walking out. In-house our men's referee Victor Guerra and women's referee Stuart Murray just being announced, along with the men's starter Jerry Metcalf and the women's starter Louise Mackey. Here come the finalists for our men's 200 meters freestyle, 14-15 years. In lane 0, Aaron Bissett of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. In lane 1, it will be Ethan Kelly, City of Liverpool. In lane 2, Morgan Davis, Guildford City Swimming Club. Lane 3, Ruben Alti of Millfield. Here is your start list for your reference. Lane 4, Llewellyn Porter of Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 5, Gabriel Shepherd, City of Leeds. Lane 6, Daniel Cordoverde, Stockport Metro. Lane 7, Samuel Sutcliffe, Ramsbottom. Lane 8, it's Alessandro Donofrio of Mount Kelly Swimming. And in lane 9, Max El Mokadem of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. We're getting a look at our start lineup now. In that centre lane, Llewellyn Porter of Camden Swiss Cottage is the pre-race favourite. He's ranked number 1 in this age group. But all of these swimmers swam exceptionally well just in this morning's heats, many of them never breaking 2 minutes before. It took 1:58.63 to make that final. Quickest reaction time did indeed come from Porter in the centre lane, lane number 4. Going well at the top in lane 7, Samuel Sutcliffe of Ramsbottom Swing Club. 4 lengths of the pool here for this 200 metres freestyle. Good start down the bottom of your screen as well. Lane 0, Aaron Bissett. He turned second, 26.93. It is Sutcliffe that turned first, 26.22. And Gabriel Shepherd in third position at that first turn. The lead swimmer turning in 27.19. Samuel Sutcliffe going well there, but down at the bottom we can see a bit of a battle between Ethan Kelly, City of Liverpool, the gold medalists in this age group in the 1500 metres freestyle yesterday. He's having a brilliant swim. There he is, Kelly. Been 2:01 before this morning. This morning he went 1:57.5, so he's definitely come into form at the right time for these British Summer Championships. He's got a race over the other side of the pool. In lane 6, Coda Verde going well for Stockport Metro, and Sutcliffe still going well, but now we see the centre lanes trying to make their move. Gabriel Shepherd, that yellow hat, the City of Leeds, still in that third position. Daniel Codaverde of Stockport Metro moved into first at that final turn. But now with 25 metres to go, it is Shepherd who's hit the front. Llewellyn Porter trying to come through. And the fight for third looks like it will go to Ethan Kelly, but the victory goes to Gabriel Shepherd, 1:54.18. Went 1:54.85 this morning, which is already an improvement on his best time of 1:56. So there are the official results. Gabriel Shepherd of Leeds is your champion. Llewellyn Porter silver, and Ethan Kelly adds a bronze to that gold medal that he won yesterday in the 1500 metres. As I said, all swimmers in that heat, in that final, swam very well in the heats, bettering their personal best times, the majority of them. And again, they've picked up that pace, improved their times. That's what you want to do at these British Summer Championships. Here come our finalists for the men's 200 metres freestyle, 16 years age group. In lane 0, it's Matthew Hamilton of Plymouth Leander. In lane 1, Ethan Stubbs Green of Millfield. In lane 2, we'll have Alexander Laurie of Leander Swimming Club. In lane 3, Ronnie Wheel, Warrington Warriors. In lane 4, Lachlan Parrott, Millfield. In lane 5, Matthew Defanes, Tigers Swimming Club of Jersey. In lane 6, Hayden Annan, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. In lane 7, it's Finley Pope of Stockport Metro. In lane 8, James Page, City of Birmingham. And in lane 9, Sam Smith of Skipton Swimming Club. Matthew Hamilton of Plymouth Leander has a lot of support in this pool. His supporters sat just behind me. There we see Lachlan Parrott of Millfield and Matthew Defanes of Tigers Swimming Club. Away they go, and again down at the bottom. Good start for Matthew Hamilton of Plymouth Leander, but right up in that yellow lane, Lachlan Parrott of Millfield, green hat, going very well down this first 50 metres. He will go into the turn in the lead in the early stages, turning in a time of 26.59 ahead of Matthew Defanes, 26.91, and Hayden Annan in lane 6, 26.99. That yellow hat there is Defanes of Tiger Swimming Club jersey. And there you can see now Defanes starting to pull level with our early leader, Parrott, as we come in to the halfway stage. All eyes will be on the board for this 100-metre turn. Matthew Defanes is now over first, 56.21. Lachlan Parrott second, 56.60. Tied with Hayden Annan of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson at that halfway stage. As there's a bit of movement at the top of the pool. In lane 8, James Page, City of Birmingham, trying to claw back the early leaders. He's in a battle with Ronnie Wheel of Warrington Warriors. As we go over, it is Defanes still leading. Hayden Annan now at second on his own, and Ronnie Wheel currently in third position. The fight is on. Can Matthew Defanes hold on? Hayden Annan fighting really hard to try and get to the front as they go under the flags for 5 metres to the wall, and it does look like it will be Annan who takes that one. Hayden Annan, 155.84, came through very strongly, 29.17 that final 50. Lachlan Parrott finished 28.64 that final 50 for him to get him back into that silver medal position. And Matthew Defanes of Tigers jersey takes the bronze medal. So there is your 16 years 200 metres freestyle champion, Hayden Annan of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Those are the official results. As mentioned, these medal presentations will be a little later. Unfortunately, it does look like Matthew Hamilton of Plymouth Leander was disqualified in that one. Medal presentations will be around 6:30 p.m. Here come your swimmers for the men's 17 years 200 metres freestyle final. Here is your start list. In lane 0, we'll see Jack Jenkinson of Skipton. In lane 1, it'll be Oliver Rowe of Mount Kelly. In lane 2, Matthew Baker, West Suffolk. In lane 3, Luke Hornsey, East Lothian. In lane 4, Henry Gray, Chelsea and West. In lane 5, David Annis, the Royal Wolverhampton School. In lane 6, Luke McGee, Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 7, Jonathan Turk, Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 8, Angelo Gianni Contini of Newcastle Swim Team. And in lane 9, you see James McClure, City of Birmingham. as they get away safely. The quickest on paper is Matthew Baker of West Suffolk Swimming in lane 2. He went 1:52.29 in May of this year. But we saw from the heats this morning, there's danger all over the pool. And going well up in lane number 7, Jonathan Turk of Mount Kelly Swimming. He's taking out this first 50. He gets his feet to the wall first, turning in a time of 25.65. Baker is second, 25.79, with David Annis in lane 5, third at that turn. There is that white swimming hat of Mount Kelly. Turk going very well indeed down this first 100 metres. Almost a body length lead over the rest of the field. Lane 8's Angelo Gianni Contini of Newcastle trying to go with him. He turns second at the halfway stage, 53.54 to 54.07, with Henry Gray now in third position at the halfway stage. The charge is on, but can anyone catch Jonathan Turk? As he comes into this final turn, he'll turn 1:22.30. He's got over a second advantage from the rest of the field. Can he hold on? He set himself up well with that early speed, but the charge is coming from the centre of the pool. In lane number 4, it's Henry Gray of Chelsea and Westminster. There's a blanket finish to chase. But it does look like Jonathan Turk has done enough to take the victory. 1:52.02 for that one. It was David Annis who came back strongly for the silver medal, and Luke Hornsey gets the bronze. If those results are confirmed, and there are your official results, Luke Hornsey of East Lothian getting another bronze medal to add to the bronze that he got yesterday in the 1500 metres freestyle. Well, Jonathan Turk took it how hard. He tied up in those final stages, but he'd done enough early on to hold on and take that victory. So it's gold to Jonathan Turk of Mount Kelly, silver to David Annis of Royal Wolverhampton School, and bronze to Luke Hornsey of East Lothian. Here come the finalists for the men's 18 years 200 metre freestyle final. There's 5 age group finals in each of the swimming events. Here is your start list. In lane 0, we'll see Aaron Olkers of Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane number 1, James Cleaver of Beckenham Swimming Club. In lane 2, Rhys Grady, Stockport Metro. In lane 3, Joshua O'Brien, City of Cardiff. In lane 4, Tyler Melbourne Smith, City of Liverpool. In lane 5, Ruben Rowbottom Keating, City of Manchester. In lane 6, Riccardo Lucarelli, Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 7, Alexander Harrand, Derby Excel Swimming Club. In lane 8, Alexander Volkovoy, City of Salford. And in lane 9, Finn Drysdale, the Royal Wolverhampton School. The man to beat is the number 4's Tyler Melbourne Smith, City of Liverpool, who's just 9 100ths off his best in the heats this morning, but starting well down in the bottom of the pool. In lane 1, James Cleaver of Beckenham going well, as is Aaron Olkers one lane closest to us, right at the bottom, in lane 0. There'll be those two swimmers that go over in first and second. Olkers 25.58, Cleaver 25.78, and then Melbourne Smith 26.11. That's your 1, 2, 3 at the moment. But right there with them, it's Robotham Keating of City of Manchester. He's keeping Melbourne Smith company down this first 100. Still going well at the bottom of your picture. The swimmers Olkers and Cleaver in lane 0 and 1. They tied at the turn, 54.27. Both of them, with Rhys Grady getting the third place touch at that stage, 54.70. Now watch, there's danger everywhere in this pool as those athletes in the centre lanes start to make their move, and it is Melbourne Smith who's winding up the pace. Robotham Keating trying to go with him. And now at the front, Melbourne Smith hits the front, 122.92. Robotham Keating in second position, and Rhys Grady in lane 2, currently in third. The City of Liverpool swimmer, Tyler Melbourne Smith, going very well here. He's paced this to perfection. He's opening up the lead, and he is going to get this victory. He will be your British Summer Champion. Tyler Melbourne Smith takes that in 1:49.96, dipping under that 1:50 mark, almost a second quicker than his best time right there. Robotham Keating, 1:51.36 to take the silver for City of Manchester Aquatics, and Rhys Grady getting the bronze for Stockport Metro in a time of 1:51.82. They are your official results for the men's 18 years, 200 meters freestyle final. We come to our final men's 200 meters freestyle final. It is the 19 years and over. And here come the swimmers onto poolside. Here is your start list for that one. Andrew Bertoli of University of Stirling goes in lane 0. Michael Ripper of Loughborough University goes in lane 1. William Bell, Loughborough University, in 2. Ben Cope, City of Sheffield, in 3. Kieran Bird, Bath Performance Centre, goes in 4. Freddie Ashley Sparks of Plymouth Leander goes in 5. Josh Williams of Swansea University goes in 6. Alexander Painter of Millfield goes in lane 7. Jordan Cooley of Leeds University Aquatics is in 8. And Finn Nicol of Swansea University goes in lane 9. They are your men's 19 years and over 200 meter freestyle finalists. In lane 4, Kieran Bird of Bath Performance Centre is the class of this field. He had a brilliant heat swim with clear water between him and the rest of the field. And he'll be looking to put down another mark here this evening in these finals. But going well at the top of the pool in lane 8, Jordan Cooley, Leeds University Aquatics. Gone out well, 25.40. to turn second, just behind Kieran Bird, 25.27, and Ben Cope, City of Sheffield, 1 lane closer to us, currently in third position. As I said this morning, Kieran Bird had plenty of clear water. He's got company this evening as they go into the 100-meter turn, but it will be Bird that leads at the halfway stage. 52.73 for him. Jordan Cooley still going well up in lane 8. He turns second, and Ben Cope turning third. This is the third length where people will try to make their move. And Jordan Cooley keep up that pace, hold on. As Ben Cope, City of Sheffield, starts to move, and coming through well as well in lane 6 is Josh Williams of Swansea University, but it is Bird at the front. Cope now in second position, with Jordan Cooley dropping to third. As they approach the final 25 metres, Bird with about 3/4 of a body length lead over the field. Cope currently in a clear second position, and the fight is on for third. All eyes on the scoreboard as Kieran Bird takes the victory. 1:48.87. Ben Cope 1:49.78. And coming through right at the end there, Freddie Ashley Sparks of Plymouth Leander gets the bronze medal. So those results are in. Freddie Ashley Sparks with that brilliant finish for Plymouth Leander to take the bronze. Ben Cope, City of Sheffield, gets the silver. And your champion, the gold medalist, Kieran Bird of Bath Performance Centre. Once again, those medal ceremonies will take place just after 6:30. Ben Cope doing an excellent job there to get under that 150 mark. His best coming into this was 150.25. He'll be happy with that. We now welcome to the poolside the finalists for the women's multi-class 200 meters freestyle event. It's the first multi-class event of the week. There are 4 athletes. Kira Fallon, City of Salford, goes in lane 3. In lane 4, it's Megan Neve of Repton. In lane 5, Tillia Glynn will go for Stockport Metro. And in lane 6, Abigail Daly at Davenport. This is the multi-class 200 meters freestyle event, but all 4 of these athletes swim in the S14 category. So it is a straight shootout of who can get to the wall first. You will see a point total displayed when the athletes finish the race, but that will determine how far off of their world record they are, but that won't matter for determining these positions because, as I said, all swimmers in the same classification and therefore all swimmers racing against the same world record. Megan Neve of Repton Swimming turns first, 31.82, ahead of Talia Glynn, Stockport Metro, 34.77. Kira Fallon, 35.24, with Abigail Daly, 35.32. Just to mention that that world record that they are swimming against belongs to Great Britain's Bethany Firth, 2:02.09. As we turn at the halfway stage, the time of 1:07.15 for Megan Neve. Looking strong here. The World Para Swimming Championships are in Manchester next week. That's why there is a lighter field than you would usually see. But going very well at the front of the pack is Megan Neve. There's a bit of a battle on behind her now, though, as Abigail Daly had a very strong second 50. Neve turns into the final 50 in a time of 1:45.09. But it is Daly that's leading the rest at the moment. 1:55.47 at the turn, ahead of Fallon. 1:55.89 with Glynn now in fourth position. 1:56.33. There is your race leader. No one is going to catch her now. She goes past the 15-meter mark as they enter the final 25, all in a line. Very exciting race unfolding behind Megan Neve as she comes in to touch the wall to take the gold medal. 649 points with a time of 2:22.86. But look at this behind. Kira Fallon coming through strongly for City of Salford. She went from fourth to second. 507 points for her. She went a time of 2:35.12. Talia Glynn, Stockport Metro, 2:35.47 for 503 points. And then Abigail Daly just fading in those final phases to go 2:35.98 for 498 points. Those results are now official. Glynn taking the bronze for Stockport Metro. Fallon taking the silver for City of Salford. And the undisputed champion, the gold medal, goes to Megan Neve of Repton Swimming. Now we move on to the men's multi-class 200 meters freestyle final. Once again, all of these athletes competing in the S14 category. In lane number 1, it's Matthew Scott of University of Aberdeen Performance. In lane 2, Nathan McManus, Plymouth Leander. In lane 3, Jack Milne, University of Aberdeen Performance. In lane 4, Dylan Broom, Torvine Dolphins Performance. In lane 5, it's Joseph Greaves, Nova Centurion. In lane 6, Owen Garsides, Kingston upon Hill. And in lane 7, Rio Rogers of Basildon and Phoenix. The pre-race favourite in this one is lane number 4's Dylan Broom of Torvine Dolphins, Commonwealth Games finalist in this event in Birmingham last summer. He posted a time of 2:02.80 in the heats. He will lead at the first 50. 27.35 for Broom. 28.55 for Greaves of Nova Centurion in lane 5, and 28.6 Nathan McManus of Plymouth Leander in lane 2, going well in these early stages of the race. Once again, all of these athletes, S14 swimmers, so they are swimming against each other. It's a straight shootout, who gets to the wall first. And at the turn, at the halfway stage, Dylan Broom, 57.21, the only swimmer to go under the minute mark at the halfway stage. McManus now in second, 1 minute .06 for him. And Joseph Greaves, 1 minute .36. They are your three swimmers in medalist positions at the moment. They are racing against the world record of Great Britain's Rhys Dunn, 152.40. That was set when he took gold at the Tokyo 2021 Paralympic Games. They won't expect to challenge that today, but Dylan Broom will hope that he can swim well to take this victory. As I said, he is the race favourite. There he is, just going into the final 25 metres. He's got just under a 10-metre lead from Joseph Greaves, who's going well now again for Nova Centurion. Coming through for that second place, but there is your champion hitting the wall. He touches at a time of 1:59.37, dipping under that 2-minute mark. Good swim there for Dylan Broom to get 834 points. Joseph Greaves, 2:04.83 for 730 points. And going well, Nathan McManus, 2:08.31 for 672 points. For the times in that one, Owen Garside, 2:09.18. Rio Rogers, 2:09.19. Just 1/100th of a second in that. Jack Milne, 2:09.48. And Matthew Scott, 2:15.68. There are your official results of the men's multi-class 200 metres freestyle. Now making their way onto poolside, it's the athletes for the women's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle finals. In lane 0, Emily Smith of Tonbridge. In lane 1, it's Abby Roscoe of Wirral Metro. In lane 2, Alice Forrest, Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 3, Darcy Smith of Portsmouth North Sea. In lane 4, Zara Kraviak, East Lothian Swim Team. In lane 5, Elizabeth Warner, City of Leeds. In lane 6, Millie Threlfall, City of Leeds. In lane 7, Alicia Stevens, City of Birmingham. In lane 8, Evie Clare, Stockport Metro. And in lane 9, Adia Salaku of Derby XL Swimming Club. They are your finalists for this women's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle. This is a combined age group event, and Darcy Smith of Portsmouth North Sea in lane 3 and Elizabeth Warner of City of Leeds in lane 5 are swimming. They're 13 years old, so they're the youngest in this race. Everyone else is 14, but that does not matter for the purpose of trying to win a medal. It is a straight shoot for the wall and going well in the early stages. Alicia Stevens, City of Birmingham, she'll turn first, 30.17. Alice Forrest, bronze medalist in the 1500 metres yesterday, turned second, 30.54. And Elizabeth Warner, 30.77, third at that first turn. At the top, still going very well, it is Stevens, but there's a fight down at the bottom half of the pool. Going well in lane number 2, Alice Forrest still for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Coming through in that middle is lane 5, it is Elizabeth Warner. She turned second, 103.75, just 0.2 behind Stevens, with Forrest in third position at the halfway stage. Warner breathing towards Stevens. We can see a great shot there as they come into the latter half of the third 50. And now it looks like Warner is getting level with Alicia Stevens and will lead into this final turn. Elizabeth Warner goes over first, 137.39. 138.13 for Stevens. And Forrest still in bronze medal position at the moment, 138.27. But coming through, one lane up from Alice Forrest is Darcy Smith. Puts Morton to sea, trying to get on level terms with her teammate. No doubt, though, where this gold medal is going to go. Elizabeth Warner, City of Leeds, is going to, at the halfway stage, sorry, I got in a 200-meter moment there for a second. Elizabeth Warner has made her move. She's not hanging about. She wants this one badly. It sends a message when you can challenge a year below your age group. Now that I've recovered from thinking it was the 200 meters, I was still in the men's race. But Warner going very well at the front of the pack. Now they're starting to bunch up. There is Darcy Smith coming through. It will be a tight turn. Smith gets into second position here, but her and Alice Forrest now neck and neck as they breathe toward each other. And they're in line with the early leader, Alicia Stevens. Elizabeth Warner in control of this one, though. There is your race leader. Down at the bottom of the pool, there's three in a line, challenging for silver and bronze, coming through strongly. We've still got 100 to go as Warner turns first, 318.28. In lane one now, Abby Roscoe, Wirral Metro, has hit the second position with Darcy Smith in that bronze medal position at the moment. But Forrest of Northumberland and Durham Performance won't want to give up the chance of another place on the podium. But Warner is out, got a commanding lead here. It's not over yet. A lot can happen on a 400 in the last 50, but she's looking very, very strong as she turns and heads for home. In first position at the moment is Warner. Second position, Roscoe. Third, Smith. So the two 13-year-olds currently occupying medal positions for that podium. Elizabeth Warner, since she's hit the front, she has not looked back. There is a charge coming. There it is, Darcy Smith. And right down at the bottom in lane one, Abby Roscoe. Those three look to be away now as we hit the final stages, and it will be Elizabeth Warner that takes that one. 4:25.47. Abby Roscoe 4:27.27. Darcy Smith 4:27.41. As we just see at the top of the picture, Adia Salaku coming in to finish. There is your gold medalist, assuming those results are confirmed. I'm glad really, because I called it at 200 and it turned out to be the same. But there we go. Elizabeth Warner, City of Leeds, is your gold medalist in that 13-14 years 400 freestyle. Abby Roscoe of Wirral Metro for silver, and Darcy Smith with a very strong second half of the race to take the bronze medal for Portsmouth North Sea. Warner and Smith will have another year of swimming in this age group category. We move straight on to the women's 15 years 400 meters freestyle final as the athletes enter the poolside. Here is your start list for that women's 15 years 400 meters freestyle final. Annie McLeod of Putteridge Swimming Club goes in lane 0. Alice Volkovaya of City of Salford goes in lane 1. Kerry Henney, Warrington Warriors in lane 2. Katie Lee, City of Salford in lane 3. Ava Cook, City of Sheffield Swim Squad goes in 4. Emma Price goes for Northumberland and Durham Performance in lane 5. Hazel Ann Carter, Wickham District, goes in 6. Alice Young, Guildford City Swimming Club, goes in 7. Phoebe Arbuckle, Warren de Bath's Club, goes in lane 8. And Annabelle Compton of Wickham District goes in lane 9. All three medalists from the 1500 meters freestyle are in this one. Katie Lee in lane 3 took the bronze. Ava Cook in lane 4 took the silver, and Phoebe Arbuckle, lane 8, took the gold medal yesterday. A considerably shorter event today, and going out well down this first 50 meters. It will be Emma Price of Northumberland and Durham Performance that touches first, 29.32, ahead of Katie Lee, and then Ava Cook, just 1/100th behind Lee from City of Salford. 3 yellow hats in a line. Volkove of City of Salford, Kerry Helly of Warrington Warriors, and Katie Lee, City of Salford, at the bottom of your picture. And at the moment it is Lee and Cook. They're neck and neck, but out in front at the halfway stage. Not in the halfway stage, sorry, after 100 meters, 101.70 for Emma Price. Still a long way to go. Ava Cook finished very strongly in the 1500 meters yesterday. She'll be looking for another back end of the race like that one. Going well at the top, it is your 1500 meter champion, Phoebe Arbuckle. In lane 8, that red hat of Warren de Baths. As we turn at the 150 meter mark, Emma Price still with an advantage, 134.93 for her. She's 2 seconds ahead of her next closest challenger, Katie Lee, City of Salford. Looking strong at the moment, but they will have another half of the race to go. And the 3 swimmers in a line will push each other all the way to try and reel in our early race leader. Price goes over 2:08.47 for her. Second now it is Phoebe Arbuckle. And third at that turn at the halfway stage it was Ava Cook, but only by 1/100th ahead of Katie Lee. So they've swapped. It's 2/100th difference there for Ava Cook and that 100 compared to Katie Lee. Arbuckle trying to make her move at the top of your shot. A bit of a challenging pack down towards the bottom from Cook, Lee and Henny, but out in front Price. She's got a commanding lead. She's signalled her intent right from the off, and she's looking very strong. But down this third 100, she'll know that the 1500 meter swimmers, the medalists, have got strong finishes, so she'll want to give herself the best chance. She comes into this with a time of 4:25.15 as she turns into the final 100, and then Arbuckle is in second position. Cook just in third. There's a real battle in lanes 3 and 4 between Lee of City of Salford and Cook of City of Sheffield. But and as I say that, Cook looks to make her move. She's opened up. She's got a body length lead ahead of Katie Lee as we go down this final 100 meters. Emma Price still looking strong. Katie Lee has lost touch a little bit with Ava Cook. Phoebe Arbuckle and Ava Cook separated by 0.13 of a second down this as they enter this final 50. But it looks like Emma Price here, she goes through the 25 meter mark, 25 meters to go. She's led from the start. And it does look indeed like she has done enough. She will take this victory. A superb swim for her, touching the wall in 4:22.38. Phoebe Arbuckle coming through, holding on to take that silver. 4:24.70, and then Ava Cook 4:24.89. There is Emma Price. She looked very strong the whole way through that one. As I said, she came in with a time of 4:24, so improved that. Take the gold medal, Emma Price of Northumberland Durham Performance. Phoebe Arbuckle taking silver for Warren de Bath's club. And Ava Cook, City of Sheffield Swim Squad, gets the bronze. These medal presentations will also happen at the same time in the same section of the program as the men's 200 meters freestyle medals. So you can expect those ceremonies a little after 6:30 p.m. Now we move on to the women's 16 years 400 meters freestyle finals. So the athletes make their way onto poolside. Here comes your start list for this one. In lane 0, it's Evangeline Stacey, City of Leeds. In lane 1, Isla Jones, City of Sheffield. In lane 2, Lucy Parsons, City of Liverpool. In lane 3, Jessica Smelt, Borough of Kirklees. In lane 4, it's Molly Baker, City of Sheffield. In lane 5, Kate Cotter, Chelmsford City. In lane 6, Amelia John, City of Cardiff. In lane 7, Lily Grover, the Royal Wolverhampton School. In lane 8, Maisie Dickinson, Wickham District. And in lane 9, Izzy Blackhurst of Taunton Dean. As they get away on paper, the favourite for this one, who's first on the rankings, it is Molly Baker in lane 4 for the City of Sheffield. She got a bronze medal yesterday in the 1500 metres, but in very good form. One lane up from her, Kate Cotter of Chelmsford City, silver medalist in that 1500 yesterday, dropped a lot of time this morning in the heats of this one, so she's going well, but looking good at the moment. Is Lily Grover, the Royal Wolverhampton School, up there in lane number 7, towards the top of your picture. The closest of those blue lanes at the top, that is Lily Grover. She's going well into this first 100 meters, but also going well, it is Kate Cotter and Molly Baker. They are your 1, 2, 3 after 100 meters. Grover from Cotter from Baker. Just one lane up from them. It is Amelia John of City of Cardiff. In between. And one lane down from Molly Baker, Jessica Smelt, Borough of Kirklees, who's progressed well through her heat this morning. She built and got stronger through each 100 meters. Lily Grover turns first at 150, with Cotter still in second position, 7 100ths ahead of Baker at that turn. Baker now looks like she's starting to move through the field. That red hat in the yellow lane closest to us. Down in lane 0, also going well, is City of Leeds, is Evangeline Stacey. Baker has indeed hit the front at the halfway stage, turns in 2:10.38. Amelia John of Cardiff got her feet to the wall second on that turn, as they all line up to make their charge for the medals during the second half of this race. Baker now going into this turn with about a body length lead over the rest of the field. She does have an advantage of just almost 1.5 seconds. Looking strong there. She is the pre-race favourite. Tops the rankings for the last year. Going well, just one lane closer to us. It is Jessica Smelt. Said she builds through her 400s, that's what she did this morning, and she's doing that again here. Also at the bottom of your picture, that yellow hat of Stacey for City of Leeds, not out of it yet. She turns 5th, but less than 0.1 of a second behind Cotter in 4th. As we're on this final 100 meters now, Molly Baker is at the front and looking strong. The chase is on. But it looks like they might have to settle for a silver-bronze shootout because Molly Baker has a commanding lead at the front, 3:49.66. She turns first into the final length. Jessica Smelt in 2nd position, just 5/100ths ahead of Kate Cotter. Molly Baker leads into the final 25 as she passes the 15 meters to go marker. It's going to be Baker that takes the victory in her home pool here. She's looked strong throughout. She swam extremely well. 4:21.75 to go under her best time of the year. 4:24.97. Kate Cotter finishing strongly there for silver. 4:24.65 with bronze going to Jessica Smelt. That superb middle section of the race. Borough of Kirklees athlete. There are your official results. The women's 16 years 400 meters freestyle. Jessica Smelt takes the bronze. Kate Cotter takes the silver, and your champion is City of Salford's Molly Baker. This is the women's 17 years 400 meters freestyle. The athletes are making their way to the poolside. Here is the start list for this one. In lane 0, it's Sophie Busby, Roy Wolverhampton School. In lane 1, Matilda Bogle, Team Ipswich. In lane 2, Evangeline Belt, Plymouth Leander. Lane 3, it's Ruby Griffiths, Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 4, Lucy Fox, Wickham District. In lane 5, Ija Coe, Derby Excel Swimming Club. In lane 6, Salsa Bernhold, Barnet Copple. In lane 7, Jess Widdowson, City of Leeds. In lane 8, Emily Johnson, Sevenside Triton Swimming Club. And in lane 9, Hannah Hodgkiss, Repton Swimming. As they get away fairly evenly, that green hat of Wickham's Lucy Fox will be the athlete with the target on her back. She will be the pre-race favourite. Went 4:19.87 just a few weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago at the European Junior Championships. And she took the gold medal in that 1500 meters freestyle yesterday, leading the way at the first turn, 29.33 ahead of Ruby Griffiths. One lane closer to us for Mount Kelly Swimming, 30.16. Going well at the top of the pool, Hannah Hodgkiss of Repton Swimming. Right up the top there in lane 9. Is Fox that will turn first after 100 meters, 1 minute 0.95 for her. At the top it is Hotchkiss, 102.67 in second position, and Ruby Griffiths, 102.69 in third position. Just 2 100ths separating those two swimmers. Fox is already signaling her intent, her dominance in the early stages of this one. Griffiths going well. She'll turn second with Hannah Hotchkiss and Matilda Bogle down in lane 1 for Team Ipswich, also going very well. There is Lucy Fox holding on to that form from just a couple of weeks ago. And now as we come through, we see Griffiths getting challenged by Matilda Bogle, Team Ipswich, down here in lane 1. And they are racing, it would seem, for silver and bronze, as Fox looks at the moment to have quite a hold on the gold medal position, turning in a time of 2:06.13, 2:10.08 for Bogle, who got her feet to the wall second at that halfway turn. But Griffiths not giving up this without a fight. And look at the charge coming from lane 5's Co of Derby Excel. And with her, she's bringing Bernholt, Barnett Copthall. So there's challenges everywhere behind this lady, Lucy Fox. She is out in front with some clear water. But the race is building behind her. Things definitely closing up as we prepare for the final 100 meters. Griffiths just looks like she has the edge over Bogle at the moment, but it's all about who gets around this turn most quickly. And it is Griffiths from Bogle, Co, Bernholt, Emily Johnson up in lane 8, trying to make a charge as well. Co going well in 5, but Lucy Fox is in the shot, leading the way. No one's catching her. The swimmer from Wickham District will turn into her final 50 and head for home as the race behind her starts to unfold. And Ruby Griffiths, for the first time, the Mount Kelly swimmer, has a bit of breathing space between her and the chasing pack. 351.12 for her. Matilda Bogle still in third position at the moment, 352.29. As Fox enters the final 15 meters, just as Griffiths enters the final 25. And behind her, there is a fight between Co and Bogle. But it is Fox that stops the clock, 4:16.05. Ruby Griffiths taking that silver, 4:23.75. And Asia Co, 4:25.76. It's another incredible swim for Lucy Fox there. 4:16.05. It's almost 4 seconds quicker than she went at those European Junior Championships less than 2 weeks ago. Dominant performance from Fox to take the gold medal for Wickham. Silver goes to Ruby Griffiths of Mount Kelly, and the bronze to Asia Co of Derby Excel Swimming Club. They are your official results for the women's 17 years 400 meters freestyle final. making their way onto poolside. It's the finalists of the women's 18 years and over 400 meters freestyle. This is our final in this women's 400 meter freestyle event. Here is your start list coming. Ooh, I thought your start list was coming. Maybe not. In lane 0, we've got Anya Priest, Nova Centurion. In lane 1, Mia Slevin, Loughborough University. In lane 2, Beatrice Varley, Plymouth Leander. In lane 3, Jessica Podger, Loughborough University. In lane 4, Shannon Stott of Hatfield. In lane 5, Fleur Lewis, Loughborough University. In lane 6, Jemima Hall, University of Bath. In lane 7, Michaela Glenister, University of Stirling. In lane 8, Henrietta Damassa of Repton Swimming. And in lane 9, Isabel Jobson of Loughborough University Swimming. The swimmers get away. They're pretty much all in a line off the block. Maybe just edging ahead. In lane 6, it is Jemima Hall. But there's really nothing in these early stages. We'll see at this turn who gets their feet to the wall first. Jemima Hall, it is 29.66, just ahead of Michaela Glenister, 1 lane up from her, 29.73, just 4 100ths ahead of Jessica Podger in lane number 3 for Loughborough University. Glenister still looking strong in 7. The athletes down the bottom half of the pool try to carry each other through this first 100 meters, but it will be Glenister that turns first in a 101.15, just ahead of Jemima Hall. 1 lane closer to us. And Podger still in 3rd position for Loughborough. In lane 5. Watch out for Fleur Lewis of Loughborough University. She finished very strongly in the 1500 meters yesterday to take the silver medal. So we know she's got a strong second half of the race. Going well. Still, it is Michaela Glenister, 133.11 for her. Jemima Hall, 133.93 with Beatrice Varley now getting that 3rd place touch on that turn. Glenister at the top of the pool. Next to her, just 1 lane closer to us, is Jemima Hall of University of Bath. Those two have been keeping each other company. We go through the halfway stage. 2:05.33 it is for Glenister. Hall 2:06.60. 2:07.42 for Varley now as Podger drops into 5th position with Shannon Stott in the pink hat of Hatfield, trying to move through the field in that yellow lane line closest to us. Glenister barely kicking at the moment on this 3rd 100, using all the strength in her arms to lead this one. 2:37.63 for her, still with Hall shadowing her, 2:39.27, and Varley down in lane 2, still in 3rd position. Shannon Stott though getting closer with every length. The pink hat of Hatfield there in the middle, trying to challenge the swimmer from Plymouth Leander in lane 2 as we head into the final 100 meters. Glenister still holding on to that lead, just under a second ahead of Hall, with Varley in 3rd. And Shannon Stott just dropping back a little bit on that 50 there, as now they go to their feet. Glenister still not really kicking hard yet. Some of the other swimmers trying to use their leg kick to get back to make up that deficit and go in strongly in lane 6. It is Hall, who's been shadowing Glenister the entire way. And there we see Fleur Lewis, that strong endurance that she has coming through. She touched in 4th at that final turn. With 25 meters to go. Glenister's got her head down, heading for home. They are catching her up. They're closing the gap, but it might be too little, too late. As Glenister comes under the flags and touches the wall, stops the clock in a time of 4:15.13. Jemima Hall, second, 4:15.99, and it was Fleur Lewis with that strong finish, 4:16.96, to add to a bronze medal to the silver that she won in yesterday's 1500 meters freestyle. We'll look for those to be confirmed, those results, and there are the official results. Women's 18 years and over 400 freestyle final. Fleur Lewis takes the bronze for Loughborough University. Jemima Hall takes the silver for Bath University, and your champion, gold medalist, Michaela Glenister of University of Stirling. Once again, when those results are all in, the ceremonies for that one will happen just after 6:30. In fact, we have one more event, and then we will be in for some medal ceremonies. Our next event is the men's 100 meters breaststroke finals. Here come the finalists for the 14-15 years 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 0, it's Hugh Mason Williams of City of Birmingham. In lane 1, Finlay Lowe, City of Birmingham. Lane 2, Saxon Minto, Chelmsford City. Lane 3, Joseph Ashley, Warrington Warriors. Lane 4 will be William Tonks, Boulmere Swimming. Lane 5, Daniel Ransom, City of Leeds. Lane 6, Roger Davis, Soundwell Swim Club. Lane 7, Aaron Bissett, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 8, it's Edward Robinson, Chelsea and Westminster. And lane 9, Jeremiah Kaniki of Beckenham. There is your start list for this men's 14-15 years 100 meters breaststroke final. Just over a second separated the 4 athletes in the centre lanes this morning, so this promises to be a tight race, and getting the best start there. In lane number 5, it was Daniel Ransom of City of Leeds. That yellow hat leading the way down the yellow lane line. Trying to go with him one lane closer to us, it's William Tonks of Boldmere. And it is Ransom, followed by Tonks. Ransom turns 30.49, half a second ahead of William Tonks, with Roger Davis in 3rd at the halfway turn, 0.13 ahead of Joseph Ashley. So it is going to the form guide at the moment. The battle in the middle of the pool. Dan Ransom going very well here. Roger Davis trying to hold on, but it will be lane number 5. Dan Ransom, he went out for it from the start, 104.92 to break through that 105 barrier. William Tonks came 3rd on that one. He was the fastest in the morning, settles for bronze there. It's bronze for Boldmere and William Tonks. Joseph Ashley Warrington Warriors take silver, and Daniel Ransom, a superb race, City of Leeds, to take the gold medal. He is your champion, the only swimmer to go sub 105. We now move on to the men's 100 meter breaststroke final for the 16 years age group. As these athletes make their way onto poolside. In lane 0, we'll have Adam Bradley, City of Liverpool. In lane 1, it's Finley Gillum, Bromley Swimming Club. In lane 2, Ben Buckley, City of Norwich. In lane 3, Jamie Stedman, Clevedon. In lane 4, Connor Mitchell, Warren de Bath's Club. In lane 5, Rhys Dodd, Soundwell. In lane 6, Edward Ormsby, City of Cambridge. In lane 7, George Brooks, City of Leeds. In lane 8, Blake Price, Birdlington. And in lane 9, Daniel Beadle of Maxwell. There is your complete lineup for this men's 16 years 100 meters breaststroke. And there is your start list. There's opportunities for medals across the pool in this one. Just 5/100ths of a second separated Mitchell and Dodd after this morning's heat. And there we can see at the 25-meter mark, it might be that Mitchell has a slight advantage, but going well down the bottom in lane 1 as well is Finley Gillum of Bromley. He had a good start this morning as well. But it will be the Warren de Bath swimmer, Connor Mitchell, that turns first at the halfway stage. Gillum was indeed in second position in that one, and Rhys Dodd in third. But now we go and fight down this final 25 meters. And it is, at the moment, Mitchell from Dodd. Dodd's right on the shoulder. Gillum starting to fade. Coming through strongly is lane 3's Jamie Stedman, and it will be Stedman that takes the victory. 105.80 from Connor Mitchell, 106.28, and Rhys Dodd in third place, 106.31. All three of those swimmers going quicker than they did this morning. Jamie Stedman dipping under that 106 barrier. Medal ceremonies for these events will happen in the second section of presentations this evening, so you can expect those ceremonies around 25 to 8. Now we move on to the men's 17 years 100 meters breaststroke final as the athletes make their way onto poolside. In lane 0, it's Joshua Scott of Bracknell and Wokingham. In lane 1, it's Jack Mitchell of University Aberdeen Performance. In 2, James Abelinthea, City of Birmingham. Lane 3, Freddie Carter, Swindon Dolphin. In lane 4, Alexander Korver, Whitgift Swimming Club. In lane 5, Regan Gallagher, Taunton Dean. In lane 6, Carwyn Jones, Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 7, Leon Taylor, Shivers. In lane 8, Caden Silla, Abingdon Vale. And in lane 9, Daniel Jackson of Borough of Kirklees. Here is your start list for the men's 17 years 100 meters breaststroke final. Quickest reaction there coming from Alexander Korver in lane 4 of Whitgift Swimming Club. He was the only swimmer this morning to dip under the 1:06 second mark. He went 1:05.38 in those heats. And you can see him trying to lead the way, trying to get ahead down this first 50. That yellow hat in the center of the pool, but going with him very well. One lane closer to us is Freddie Carter of Swindon Dolphins, with Korver turning 30.25 to Carter's 30.38. In third, it is Carwyn Jones, 30.61, the Mount Kelly swimmer. They are all three together, and trying to break up the party is Regan Gallagher, Taunton Dean. But it is that yellow hat of Korver at the front of this near perfect spearhead as we come into the final 5 meters. And it will be Alexander Korver that takes this one. 1:05.10 for victory, 1:06.01 for Regan Gallagher coming through strongly from Taunton Dean. And then in third it was Freddie Carter of Swindon Dolphins, 1:06.16. All three swimmers, all three medalists there, going quicker than they did this morning. Freddie Carter, Swindon Dolphins, takes bronze. Regan Gallagher, Taunton Dean, takes silver. And it's gold to Alexander Korver of Whitgift Swimming Club. They are your official results for the men's 17 years, 100 meters breaststroke. Two more races to go, and then we will have your first set of medal presentations, where we'll see the men's 200 meters freestyle, the multi-class 200 meters freestyles, and the women's 400 meters freestyle medalists. This is the men's 18 years, 100 meters breaststroke final. The athletes are making their way onto poolside. In lane 0, it's Christian Ryan of Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 1, Tyler Tomes of Chelmsford City. In lane 2, Jacob Hamlin, Derby Excel Swimming Club. In lane 3, Olivier Vedren, City of Norwich. In lane 4, Elliot Woodburn, Millfield. In lane 5, Oliver Jones of Poole. In lane 6, Can Tugsetten, Abingdon Vale. In lane 7, Mika van Blurk, Warrenden Baths. In lane 8, it's William Godsell of Bishop Stortford. And in lane 9, Vadim Bosk of Mount Kelly Swimming. Good reaction there from Elliot Woodburn of Millfield in lane 4. He was the class of the field in the heats this morning with a superb race. It's got 1:02.87, and you can already see that speed that he has dominating down this first 50 meters. Pretty close behind him, between Vedran of City of Norwich in lane 3 and Jones of Poole in lane 5. As they turn, and it is 28.38 at the turn for Woodburn. Vedren 29.45 and Jones 29.66, with Tugsetten in 4th at that turn. And here we can see now Woodburn stamping his authority at the front of the race as Vedren fights for that second position, but coming through strongly in that yellow hat is Oliver Jones of Poole. Woodburn touching the wall, 1:02.01 to take the victory. Vedren 1:02.72 and 1:03.04 for Oliver Jones to take that bronze medal position. They are your results for the men's 18 years 100 meters breaststroke final. It was Elliot Woodburn for Millfield with the gold, Olivier Vedren of City of Norwich with the silver, and Oliver Jones of Poole gets the bronze. This is your men's 19 years and over 100 meters breaststroke final. The athletes are entering poolside. In lane 0, it's Matthew Rogers of Bromley Swimming Club. In lane 1, Kai-Ho Gwen, City of Birmingham. In lane 2, George Smith, University of Stirling. In lane 3, representing Dartmoor Darts Aquatics, it's Cameron Williams. In lane 4, Rory Dixon goes for the University of Stirling. In lane 5, Pravin Mahendra of Winchester City Penguins. In lane 6, Reese Taylor, Loughborough University Swimming. In lane 7, it's Ryan Griffiths, City of Sheffield Swim Squad. In lane 8, Brian Griffiths, City of Sheffield. William Ellington goes in lane 8 for University of Stirling. And our final swimmer, lane 9, Harvey Freeman, Loughborough University Swimming. There is your start list for the men's 19 years and over, 100 metres breaststroke final. Best reaction coming from Ryan Griffiths in lane 7 for the City of Sheffield, but now that they're up and into their strokes, it's all pretty even, especially in that middle section of the pool. Going well in these early stages. In lane 6, Taylor of Loughborough University. So we hit the turn. It is Taylor, 29.11. Tied with Cameron Williams in lane 3. Third, Rory Dixon, University of Stirling in 4. The fight is on down this fight as they enter the final 25 metres. Dixon in lane 4 for Stirling, coming through to lead the way now. Behind him, the battle is on for the medals. But it will be Rory Dixon of University of Stirling that takes this one. Time of 1:01.32. Second goes to George Smith, University of Stirling. With bronze going to Pravin Mahendra, Winchester City Penguins. There is your race victor, your champion, Rory Dixon. With a very strong third 25 metres there. The official results: the men's 19 years and over 100 metres breaststroke final. See Mahendra Kumar take the bronze medal for Winchester. George Smith of University of Stirling gets the silver, and the gold also goes to University of Stirling, courtesy of Rory Dixon. This is your medal ceremony for the men's 200 metres freestyle, 14, 15 years, 16 years and 17 years. Your bronze medalist in the 14-15 year category is Ethan Kelly of City of Liverpool. In the 16 years, it's Matthew Defanes of Tigers Jersey. And in the 17 years, it's Luke Hornsey of East Lothian. Our silver medalists in the 14-15 years category is Llewellyn Porter of Camden Swiss Cottage. Silver in the 16-year category is Lachlan Parrott of Millfield. In the 17-year age group, representing Roy Wolverhampton, it's David Annis. The 14-15 years old gold medalist in the men's 200 metres freestyle is Gabriel Shepherd, City of Leeds. Gold medalist in the 16 years 200 metres freestyle is Hayden Annan of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. And the gold medalist in the men's 17 years 200 metres freestyle is Jonathan Truck of Mount Kelly. This is now your medal ceremony for the men's 200 metres freestyle, 18 years and 19 years and over. Your bronze medalist from Stockport Metro in the 18 years category is Rhys Grady. In the 19 years and over 200 metres freestyle, bronze medalist Freddie Ashley Sparks of Plymouth Leander. The silver medalist representing City of Manchester Aquatics in the 18 years 200 metres freestyle is Ruben Robotham Keating. The silver medalist in the men's 19 years and over 200 metres freestyle representing City of Sheffield, it's Ben Cope. The gold medalist in the men's 18 years 200 metres freestyle representing the City of Liverpool is Tyler Melbourne Smith. And the gold medalist in the men's 19 years and over 200 metres freestyle is Kieran Bird of Bath Performance Centre. the medal ceremony for the women's multi-class 200 meters freestyle. Representing Stockport Metro, your bronze medalist is Tilia Glynn. Silver medalist representing City of Salford is Kiara Fellon. And your gold medalist representing Repton Swimming, it's Megan Neve. We move on to the medal ceremony for the men's multi-class 200 meters freestyle. The bronze medalist representing Plymouth Leander is Nathan McManus. The silver medalist representing Nova Centurion is Joseph Greaves. And the gold medalist representing Torvine Dolphins Performance is Dylan Broom. All medals are being presented tonight by the Swim England president, Doug Whitlamouth. So Doug Whitlamouth will be back for more presentations after these photos have been taken. This is the medal ceremony for the women's 400 meters freestyle. The bronze medalists are in the 16 years category, Jessica Smell, Borough Kirklees. In the 15 years category, Ava Cook, City of Sheffield. Silver medalist in the 15-year category for Warren de Bath is Phoebe Arbuckle. Silver medalist in the 16-year category is Kate Cotter of Chelmsford City. The gold medalist in the women's 15-year category, representing Northumbrian Durham Performance, is Emma Price. The 16-year-old champion from City of Sheffield is Molly Baker. This is the medal ceremony for the women's 400 meter freestyle 17 years and 18 years and over age groups. The bronze medalist from Derby Excel is Ijiko in the 17-year age group, and in the 18 years and over age group from Loughborough University, it's Fleur Lewis. The silver medalist in the 17-year age group representing Mount Kelly, it's Ruby Griffiths. And in the 18 years and over category from Bath University, it's Jemima Hall. Gold medalist in the 17 years 400 meters freestyle from Wickham District, it's Lucy Fox. And in the 18 years and over age group, the women's 400 meters freestyle, your gold medalist from the University of Stirling is Michaela Glenister. We now move on to the women's multi-class 400 meters freestyle, as the athletes are welcomed onto poolside. In lane 0, it will be Charlotte Hyde from Enfield Swim Squad. In lane 1, Abigail Wickens, Flitwick Dolphins. In lane 2, Megan Willis, Torvine Dolphins Performance. In lane 3, Astrid Carroll, Borough of Kirklees. In 4, it's Amber Heacock of Northampton Swimming Club. In lane 5, Rebecca Lewis, Rhonda Cunnan Taff. In lane 6, Lily Rice, Pembrokeshire County Swimming. In lane 7, Isabella Haynes, Swim Bournemouth. In lane 8, Eliza Humphrey, Northampton Swimming Club. And in lane 9, Fern Snedden of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Here are your finalists for the women's multi-class 400 meters freestyle. Ten swimmers in this multi-class 400 meters freestyle final. A range of classification groups. So the athletes that you see at the front of the field might not necessarily be those that win the medals. In lane 4, it is Amber Haycock of Northampton Swimming Club swimming in the S10 category. She will turn first. Astrid Carroll goes over second. She's an S12 swimmer with a visual impairment. One lane closer to us in lane 3 for the Borough of Kirklees. And then one lane closer to us in that white hat of the Torvine Dolphins, it is Megan Willis, Welsh Commonwealth swimmer. She's swimming in the S10 category. So racing Haycock and Rebecca Lewis in that green hat, the Rhonda Cunnentaff. Those three athletes competing directly against each other. At the 100-meter turn, Amber Haycock goes over first, 109.55. Astrid Carroll, 111.96. Willis, 112.75. Lewis, 114.38. Range of categories, as I said, so the points will be awarded based on how close each athlete gets to their respective world record in their classification group. At the moment, we see Amber Haycock out in front. She is racing against the world record of Aurélie Rivard of Canada, 4:24.08 is that time. That Rivard went to win the gold medal at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. Over next is Astrid Carroll, the S12 athlete. Still going strongly, but keep an eye on the outside lanes. The S6 swimmer, Fern Snedden, the lowest category competing in this race. It will be Haycock that turns first at the halfway point. Her time 2:26.92, but as I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that she is winning, and we will have to wait until all swimmers complete their 400 meters and see where the points are awarded. Megan Willis going well in lane 2 for the Torvine Dolphins. She is an S9 athlete. She races against the world record of Natalie de Toy of South Africa, 4:23.81. So her world record is actually quicker than Rivard in the S10 category, which means Willis would need to finish ahead of the S10 athletes if she wants to take the gold medal here this evening. Isabella Haynes, also an S9 athlete. She's turning just ahead of Lily Rice in the S8 category. Rice won a bronze medal in the Commonwealth Games for Wales in the S8 100 meters backstroke. And whilst we see there Haycock out by herself as she goes into this final turn, there's plenty of action behind her. And it is Willis leading the rest of the pack. She turns in a time of 3:54.18. We can see there at the top of the picture, Eliza Humphrey, World Championship team member for Great Britain in 2022. She swims in the LS11 category for those athletes with no vision at all. And there we see Fern Snedden as well, the S6 athlete going across the top of the pool. But as we follow the front of the action, it is Haycock out by herself. The British record in this one belongs to Zara Maluli. That time is a 4:34.91. Haycock won't look to challenge that today, but that will be a target that she's aiming for in the future. Maluli also swam at Northampton Swimming Club. Haycock will come in to touch the wall first as the action unfolds behind her. And we'll see the points come in. 6.64 points for Haycock, a time of 5:02.66. Great swim for the athlete from Northampton. Next in it will be Megan Willis, 5:90 for a time of 5:14.85. 711 points for Lily Rice, 5:16.30 was her time. Isabella Haynes, 650 points, 5:19.36, as we just see Abigail Wickens finish there. And Eliza Humphrey, 6.58 for Humphrey. And there is Fern Snedden, as I mentioned, S6 swimmer, so the lowest classification athlete in this race tonight. She's at the top in lane 9, just coming up to 15 meters to go. She races against a world record of 5:04 from Yuan Jiang of China. British record held by Ellie Simmons, 5:18.69. So Snedden will touch the wall, 526 points. So it looks to be that Charlotte Hyde will take that one for Enfield Swim Squad. 715 points, time of 5:40.88. Lily Rice in silver for Pembrokeshire County Swimming, 711 points at a time of 5:16.30. Amber Haycock gets the bronze, 664 points, 5:02.66. Now come the men's multi-class 400-meter freestyle finalists. In lane 0, it's Bruce D of Northampton Swimming Club. In lane 1, Lewis Jones of Aaron Trident. In 2, Luke Batty, Bolton Metro Swimming Squad. In lane 3, Thomas Navarro Barber, Portsmouth North Sea. In 4, it's Kieran Williams, Newquay Cormorants. In lane 5, Rowan Brennan, Basildon and Phoenix. In lane 6, Zach Sturgis, Bournemouth Collegiate School. In lane 7, Kai Gelsthorpe, Nova Centurion. In lane 8, Jamie Curtis, City of Bristol. And in lane 9, it's Zach Washington Young of City of Manchester Aquatics. Once again, we have a range of athletes in this one, though they are grouped slightly more together. So Bruce D and Zach Washington Young in the outside lanes are S6 athletes racing each other. In lanes 1, 2 and 3, the athletes are S9 swimmers, so they will be racing against each other. And then in lanes 4, 5, 6 and 7, we have S10 athletes racing each other. And then Jamie Curtis of Bristol is an S8 athlete. So there are some head-to-heads in this one, but once again, we will have to wait for the points to sort themselves out at the end of the 8 lengths. Turning first, Kieran Williams, 29.61, just 6/100ths ahead of Brennan in lane 5. And those two are pretty much shoulder to shoulder down this first 100 meters. Once again, these athletes competing against their respective world records in order to score points. And these S10 athletes are chasing a world record time, a very quick 3:57.71 of Ukrainian Maxim Krypak. The British record stands at 4:07.05 to Rob Welburn and has stood since 2010. So that is what those athletes in those 4 centre lanes are up against. Thomas Navarro-Barber, Luke Batty and Lewis Jones are chasing a world record of 4:09.93 from Brendan Hall of Australia. And a British record of 4:18.30 from Lewis White. These are your race leaders in terms of time. They're both S10 athletes. In lane 3, Navarro-Barber is an S9 swimmer. So if he can stay within 12 seconds of the S10s, then he would score more points than them. As that same thing goes for Luke Batty of Bolton Metro in lane 2, 1 lane closer to us. He had a strong second half of the swim this morning. Batty there in that black hat. Navarro-Barber 1 lane up from him. They're in a good battle with Zach Sturgis, even though Sturgis is a 10. They're chasing the times as we go. 2:43 flat for Williams, 2:43.41 for Brennan, so still nothing in it at this stage. In the outside lanes in the S6 battle at the moment, Washington Young has the better of Bruce D. But as I say that, D looks to be making his move. As we return our attention back to the front of the race, the S10s turning into their final 100 meters. It's still Williams from Brennan. Now we see that blanket. It is shoulder to shoulder for Batty and Navarro-Barber. Two 100 separating Batty and Navarro-Barber, and they are in the same category. We go into this final turn. It does look like Williams has got the advantage, a slender advantage, just less than 0.3 of a second ahead of Brennan. And then you've got a glimpse of that tight battle going on behind them between the S9 athletes. Navarro-Barber now pulled away a little from Luke Batty. And Zach Sturgis is separating them. But at the front, it's going to come right down to the wire. Who's going to get the touch? It is Kieran Williams by 1 point. 4:23.31 to 4:23.51. Williams victorious over Brennan. Navarro-Barber, 743 points. Batty's 737. That is 4:36.18 for the Portsmouth North Sea athlete. Fourth for 37.03 for the swimmer from Bolton Metro, Luke Batty. Kai Gelsthorpe has finished in 4:44.99. Zach Sturgis, 4:37.61. Lewis Jones for 56.92. As we wait for the S6 athletes, look at that close battle. It really, another one that's going to go down to the wire. We see this a lot in the S6 category. The race coming from lane 9 and lane 0 in the multi-class events. Bruce D kicking hard for home. Very different strokes from these two athletes, and it will be D that just touches out Zach Washington Young. So Bruce D with a time of 5:34.70, Washington Young 5:35.05. Jamie Curtis went 5:08.05. I think that gives you everyone's times. As we see the results based on points, it is Thomas Navarro Barber that takes the gold medal for Portsmouth North Sea. Luke Batty of Bolton Metro Swimming Squad takes the silver. And Kieran Williams, who led the race in terms of time, gets bronze for Newquay Cormorants. We now turn our attention to the other end of the pool for the women's 50 metres breaststroke finals. There are no 50s in the younger age groups, so we move straight to the 15 years 50 breaststroke final. In lane 0, that is lane 9. We're going backwards. In lane 9, Rose Harrison of Tiverton. In lane 8, Neve Savary of Newcastle Swim Team. In lane 7, Gracie Parker, Basildon and Phoenix. In lane 6, it'll be Emily Spicer of City of Bristol. In lane 5, it's Gabrielle Idle-Beavers of Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 4, Sarah Tallentire, Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 3, Amber Rigg, Cockermouth Swimming Club. In lane 2, Gabriella Hunt, Warrington Warriors. And in lane 1, Chloe Platt, Maidenhead. And then in lane 0, we will have City of Cardiff's Mary Gibson. There is your start list for the women's 15 years, 50 metres breaststroke final. Quickest reaction time coming from down in lane 0, Mary Gibson of City of Cardiff. But now that they are up and into the strokes, it's those centre lanes of yellow. In lane 4, Sarah Tallentire, Northumberland Durham going very well, as is Mount Kelly's Idle-Beavers in lane 5. And it's those two at the front of the field. Can anyone challenge in these closing stages? As we come into the wall, it will be Gabrielle Idle-Beavers, 32.89 from Mount Kelly Swimming. Sarah Tallentire of Northumberland and Durham Performance, 33.47. And Amber Rigg of Cockermouth came through well for third, 33.63. There we see bronze to Rigg of Cockermouth, silver to Tallentire of Northumberland and Durham Performance, and it's gold for Mount Kelly and Idle-Beavers. We move on now to the women's 16 years, 50 meters breaststroke. In lane 9, Anna Farr, City of Leicester. In line 8, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire. In lane 7, Lauren Kenner, Forshire Swimming Club. Lane 6, Taya Henley, Leamington Spa. Lane 5, Danielle Sion, City of Milton Keynes. Lane 4, Charlotte Hardy of Millfield. In lane 3, representing Northumberland and Durham Performance, it's Anna Finlay. In lane 2, for City of Milton Keynes, it's Ruby Stevenson. In lane 1, for City of Peterborough, it's Isabel Cameron. And in lane 0, from Mount Kelly Swimming, it's Lotta Schultz. There is your start list for the women's 16 years, 50 meters breaststroke final. All the way well, their reaction time quickest for Lauren Henner in lane 7. Now they're up and into the strokes, going well. Down in lane number 1, it's Cameron of City of Peterborough. And in the centre lane, in lane number 5, Sion of City of Milton Keynes, going very well. It's a bit of a blanket into these closing stages as Hardy of Millfield tries to fight through. It'll all come down to the touch. And the touch does go to Danielle Sion of City of Milton Keynes. 32.91 for her. Charlotte Hardy of Millfield, 32.97 for silver. And then Anna Farr, City of Leicester, coming through strongly at the end on the touch, 33.16. So women's 16 years, 50 meters breaststroke final. Bronze for Farr and City of Leicester. Silver for Hardy and Millfield. And it's gold to Danielle Sion of City of Milton Keynes. Here on poolside come the women's 50 meters breaststroke finalists in the 17 years age group. In lane number 9, representing Millfield, it's Lucy Buckingham. In lane 8, representing City of Sheffield Swim Squad, it's Shola Robinson. In lane 7, representing Mount Kelly Swimming, it's Jasmine Dacuna. In lane 6, representing Leyland Barracudas, it's Amelie Elliott. In lane 5, representing Wigan Best, it's Anna Healy. In lane 4, representing Woking, Sophie King. In lane 3, representing Seven Oaks, is Alia Richards. In lane 2, representing Millfield, Eleanor Hall. In lane 1, representing the City of Sheffield Swim Squad, it's Charlotte Bianchi. And in lane 0, representing Newbury Swimming Club, it's Eloise Wade. Here are your finalists for the women's 17 years, 50 meters breaststroke final. reaction in lane 4 from King of Woking. She is the last to come up and break into her stroke. She heads the front of the field at the moment with a quick stroke rate, 1 lane closer to us from Richards of Sevenoaks. And going well in lane 5, it's Healy of Wigan Best. But now it is Sophie King hitting the front for a very tight race as they come into the final 5 meters. It will be King that touches, and Healy is the best of the rest, with Aria Richards taking the 3rd position there. So Sophie King 32.63 from 33.37 for Anna Healy and 33.46 for Richards. 8/100ths ahead of Shola Robinson in 4th position there. So your results are in for the women's 17 years 50 meters breaststroke final. Alia Richards of Sevenoaks gets the bronze. Anna Healy takes silver for Wigan Best, and the gold goes to Sophie King of Woking Swimming Club. The women's 18 years Nova 50 meters breaststroke final. In lane number 9, Darcy Revitt of Guildford City Swimming Club. In lane 8, it's Emily Farr, City of Leicester. In lane 7, Amelia Riggett, Mount Kelly Swimming. In lane 6, Camilla Stomianova, Swansea University. In lane 5, Leah Schlossen, City of Leeds. In lane 4, Imogen Clark, Derby Excel Swimming Club. In lane 3, Ashley Ransom, Hatfield Swimming Club. In lane 2, Kira Fletcher, Nova Centurion. Lane 1 sees Lucy Canavan go for the University of Birmingham. And in lane 0, it's Louise Jones, the Royal Wolverhampton School. Best reaction time coming from Darcy Revitt at the top of the pool in lane 9. But now that they are up and into the strokes already, Imogen Clark is showing her dominance through 25 meters. She's a body length up on the rest of the field. It's very close between Ransom of Hatfield and Schlossen of City of Leeds. But no doubt where this victory is going to go. The clock stops in 30.06. Strong swim there from Imogen Clark to take the victory. Leah Schlossen does get second for City of Leeds, and Ashley Ransom of Hatfield takes the bronze medal. So gold to Clark in 30.06. Schlossen has silver for City of Leeds, and Ashley Ransom of Hatfield takes the bronze medal in the women's 18 years Nova 50 meters breaststroke final. Here are the men's 50 meters backstroke finalists. This is the men's 16 years 50 meters backstroke. Once again, no 50 meter finals for the youngest age group. In lane 9, it's Jacob Brown of Cadcaster York Sports Swim Squad. Lane 8 sees Joseph Adams go for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 7, Alexandru Lazar, Northumberland and Durham Performance. Lane 6, Cameron Jameson, Repton Swimming. Lane 5, it's Rio Dadu, Kingston upon Hull. Lane 4, it's Toby Godsell, Bishop Stortford. Lane 3, Zeno Ubertali, Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 2 sees Fergus Thompson of Mount Kelly Swimming. Lane 1, Jamie Gray, Plymouth Leander. And in lane 0, Laurel Roberts Burrell, Nottingham Leander. Here are the finalists for the men's 16 years, 50 meters backstroke. Pretty even off the start there. Last to emerge was lane 2's Fergus Thompson of Mount Kelly Swimming. Now we're up and into the race. Leading the way in lane 5, it is Daru of Kingston upon Hull. He takes the lead as we go under and into the wall, and it will come down to the touch. And it is Daru that takes the victory ahead of Godsell, Bishop Stortford and Ubertali. Chelsea and Westminster finishing in 3rd position. There is your race winner, Rio Daru of Kingston upon Hull. We'll just wait for those results to be confirmed. Those are the official results of the men's 16 years 50 meters backstroke final. Zeno Ubertali takes bronze for Chelsea and Westminster. Toby Godsell takes silver for Bishop Stortford, and the gold medalist, your champion, is Rio Dadu of Kingston upon Hull. The men's 70 years, 50 meters backstroke final in lane number 9. Jacobus Ensling goes for Killer Whales. Lane 8 sees Lucas Brown go for Elgin. Lane 7, George Snow of Millfield. Lane 6, it's Charlie Meek of Poole. Lane 5, David Annis, Wolverhampton School. Lane 4, Finn Brookhoven, Plymouth Leander. Lane 3, Connor Cherrington of Millfield. Lane 2, George Whittle, Derby Excel Swimming Club. Lane 1, Jake Hutchinson, City of Leicester. And in lane 0, Maximus Lee of Swim Bournemouth. These are your finalists for the men's 17 years, 50 meters backstroke. And away they go, using as much of that 50 meters as possible. Breaking out in lane 1 is Jake Hutchinson. Going well at the front at the moment, but coming through strongly in that green hat of Millfield is Connor Cherrington. It's very tight at the front as Brookhoven of Plymouth Leander hits the front of the pack with 5 meters to go, and it will be Brookhoven that touches first. 25.95 from David Annis, finishing strongly. Very happy with that victory there, Finn Brookhoven. I'm sure you can hear his supporters behind me. Plymouth Leander are sat directly behind me. They're a good cheer squad. Very happy with that one. We just wait on those results. There they are. Charlie Meek of Poole takes the bronze medal. David Annis of Royal Wolverhampton School takes the silver, and it is Finn Brookhoven of Plymouth Leander that is your champion, taking the gold medal in the men's 17 years 50 meters backstroke final. Now making their way onto poolside is the men in the 18 years 50 meters backstroke final. In lane 9, it's Gideon Holinski, Plymouth Leander. In 8, it's Oscar Barlow, University of Bath. 7, it's Robert Burgess, City of Glasgow Swim Team. In lane 6, it's Lewis Warner of Nottingham Leander. In lane 5, Kieran Grant, Beverley Barracudas. In lane 4, Gabriel Knight, Swim Bournemouth. Lane 3, Sean Simmons, Bristol Henleys. In lane number 2, Christian Dutoff, Guildford City Swimming Club. In lane 1, Rafe Shaffi, Repton Swimming. And in lane 0, Jack Hill of Linslade Crusaders. These are your finalists in the men's 18 years 50 meters backstroke. We see the breakout. So the last person to break out is lane number 2, Dutoft of Guildford City Swimming Club. He's going well at the moment, but already coming through strongly. One lane up from him, it's Simmons of Bristol Henleys. As they come under the flags, it still is Simmons at the moment as we go into the wall, and it will be Sean Simmons that holds on to take that victory. Gabriel Knight with the silver, and Lewis Warner with the bronze. There are your official results of the men's 18 years 50 metres backstroke final. Lewis Warner, Nottingham Leander, takes the bronze. Gabriel Knight, Swim Bournemouth, gets the silver. And Sean Simmons of Bristol Henleys is your champion, taking the gold medal. Here come the men's 19 years and over 50 metres backstroke finalists. In lane 9, Ellis Morgan of Hillenden Swimming Club. Representing Swansea University in lane 8, it's Harry Turner. Samuel Greenbank of City of Sheffield Swim Squad goes in lane 7. In lane 6, Zach Speakman of University of Stirling. In lane 5, representing Poole, Robbie Hemmings. In lane 4, Jamie Robertson, representing University of Stirling. In lane 3, it's Jamie Ferguson, University of Aberdeen Performance. In lane 2, Fritz Dietz, Dartmoor Darts Aquatics. In lane 1, Samuel Pease, University of Stirling. And in lane 0, it's Toby Hill, City of Manchester Aquatics. Here are your finalists for the men's 19 years and over 50 metres backstroke final. Quick reaction from Robbie Hemmings of Poole in lane 5, that yellow hat off the block, but using the underwater well and coming up in the lead. It's Jamie Robertson, University of Stirling, in lane 4. He's got a slight advantage as they enter the final 15 metres, but trying to get back on terms. It is Robbie Hemmings and Jamie Ferguson, and taking the victory though it will be Jamie Robertson. He looked like he was under pressure in those closing stages, but the man from University of Stirling held on to take the victory. Official results are in for the men's 19 years and over 50 backstroke final. Jamie Robertson, University of Stirling, gets the gold. Jamie Ferguson, University of Aberdeen Performance, takes the silver, with Robbie Hemmings taking the bronze medal for Poole Swimming Club. We now move on to our final event of the evening, the men's multi-class 150 metres individual medley. There is one swimmer in this one, representing Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 4, it's Lyndon Longhorn. In this morning's heats, Longhorn went a time of 2:59.87. He knew he would progress to the final, so no need to go too hard in those heats. So he'd expect to be going faster this evening. His British record is 2:49.60. Best time this year, 2:49.69, so he's very close to that. British record he has held at that time since 2015, so he would like to break it. It's been on a bit of a British record breaking mission over the last couple of years, holding the majority of the British records in the SM4 S4 classification. As we see Longhorn come to the end of the backstroke, it's worth mentioning that the 150 meters individual medley is an event unique to the Paralympic program, as he turns in 54.91. SM4 classification swimmers, SM3, SM2, SM1 classification swimmers are the only athletes eligible to swim in this 150 meter individual medley, which sees a length of backstroke, a length of breaststroke, and a length of front crawl. As ever in the multi-class events, Longhorn will be looking to score points against the world record in his classification, and that is held at a speedy 2:21.17 by Russia's Roman Zhdanov. He broke that world record on his way to his medal in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games. Longhorn was a member of the Tokyo Paralympic team for Great Britain. So he turns now. The split of 109.03 on the breaststroke for an overall time of 2:03.94. He moves on to that front crawl leg. It will be close. He's got it within him to get close to that British record. It's always difficult swimming on your own. We don't have many athletes in this category in Great Britain, so typically Longhorn is used to racing this one by himself. So he enters the last 15 meters of this front crawl leg at 2:49, just ticking by now. He stops the clock, 2:58.38. It is quicker than he went this morning by a second and a half, as Longhorn rounds out the action in the pool here in Ponds Forge on day 2 of these championships. There will be medal ceremonies, so stick with us, as the official result is confirmed. Lyndon Longhorn, 459 points, but as I said, that doesn't really matter, as he was the only one in the race, so for him it was more about the time. We now welcome the medalists for the medal ceremony of the men's 100 meters breaststroke, 14-15 years age group, 16 years age group, and 17 years age group. Once again, the medals being presented by Swim England President Doug Whitlams. You saw him there showing the athletes where to stand as he presented the medals in the earlier ceremony. Our bronze medalist in the 14-15 years category is William Tonks, representing Boldmere. The 16 years 100 meters breaststroke bronze medalist representing Soundwell is Rhys Dodd. The 17-year-old bronze medalist representing Swindon Dolphins, it's Freddie Carter. The 14-15 years silver medalist representing Warrington is Joseph Ashley. In the 16 years 100 meters breaststroke silver medalist is Warren Bars, Connor Mitchell. In the 17 years 100 meters breaststroke, your silver medalist representing Taunton Dean is Regan Gallagher. Now, your gold medalist in the 14-15 years 100 meters breaststroke representing City of Leeds is Daniel Ransom. In the 16-year-old 100 meters breaststroke champion, your gold medalist representing Clevedon is Jamie Stedman. And your 17-year-old 100 meters breaststroke champion and gold medalist representing Whitgift is Alexander Korver. There are your medalists. The men's 100 meters breaststroke. The bronze medalist in the men's 18 years 100 meters breaststroke from Poole is Oliver Jones. 19 years Nova 100 meters breaststroke bronze medalist representing Winchester is Pravin Mahendrakumar. The men's 18 years 100 meters breaststroke silver medalist representing City of Norwich is Olivia Verden. The silver medalist in the men's 19 years Nova 100 meters breaststroke representing University of Stirling is George Smith. And your gold medalist in the 18 years 100 meters breaststroke representing Millfield is Elliot Woodburn. Your gold medalist in the men's 19 years Nova 100 meters breaststroke representing University of Stirling is Rory Dixon. is the medal ceremony for the women's multi-class 400 meters freestyle. Your bronze medalist representing Northampton is Amber Haycock. The silver medalist representing Pembrokeshire County, it's Lily Rice. And the gold medalist representing Enfield squad is Charlotte Hyde. They are your medalists for the women's multi-class 400 meters freestyle. This is the medal ceremony for the men's multi-class 400 meters freestyle. Your bronze medalist representing Newquay is Kieran Williams. The silver medalist representing Bolton Metro is Luke Batty. And the gold medalist representing Portsmouth North Sea is Thomas Navarro Barber. Crowd waving, staying for these medals. It's been a long wait for them, but it's worth the wait as we introduce the medal ceremony for the women's 50 meters breaststroke. The women's 50 years 50 breaststroke bronze medalist representing Cockermouth is Amber Rigg. And the 16 years 50 meters breaststroke bronze medalist representing the city of Leicester is Anna Farr. The silver medalist in the women's 15 years 50 breaststroke representing Northumbria and Durham performance squad, it's Seren Talentire. In the 16 years 50 meters breaststroke representing Millfield, it's Charlotte Hardy. And our gold medalist in the women's 15 years 50 meters breaststroke representing Mount Kelly, it's Gabrielle Idle-Beavers. And in the women's 16 years 50 meters breaststroke representing the city of Milton Keynes, it's Danielle Sion. They are your medalists for the women's 50 meters breaststroke. There you go, give us a wave. People see themselves, never know whether to wave or not. Always wave if you see yourself on the big screen. Now we have the medal ceremony for the women's 50 meters breaststroke. 17 years and 18 years and over. The bronze medalist in the 17 years 50 meters breaststroke representing Sevenoaks is Alia Richards. In the 18 years and over 50 breaststroke representing Hatfield, it's Ashley Ransom. The silver medalist in the 17 years 50 metres breaststroke, representing Wigan Best, is Anna Healy. In the women's 18 years and over 50 metres breaststroke, representing City of Leeds, it's Leah Schlossen. And your gold medalist in the women's 17 years 50 metres breaststroke, representing Woking, it's Sophie King. And in the women's 18 years and over 50 metres breaststroke, your gold medalist representing Derby Excel is Imogen Clark. There are officials. They've done their hard work for this evening, just waiting for ceremonies to be completed before they will be dismissed from the poolside. Invited to leave the poolside, I think is the official term. Bronze medalist in the men's 17 years 50 metres backstroke, representing Poole, is Charlie Meek. The silver medalist representing Royal Wolverhampton School is David Annis. The gold medalist in the men's 17 years 50 metres backstroke, representing Plymouth Leander, is Finn Broekhoven. In the men's 18 years 50 metres backstroke, your bronze medalist representing Nottingham Leander is Lewis Warner. In the 19 years and over 50 metres backstroke, representing Poole, it's Robbie Hemmings. It's the bronze medalist. The silver medalist in the men's 18 years 50 metres backstroke, representing Swim Bournemouth, is Gabriel Knight. And the silver medalist in the 19 years age group, representing University of Aberdeen Performance Squad, is Jamie Ferguson. Your gold medalist in the 18 years 50 metres backstroke, representing Bristol Henleys, is Sean Simmons. And your gold medalist in the men 19 years and over 50 metres backstroke, representing the University of Stirling, it's Jamie Robertson. So that concludes all of the action on day 2. Our final session is complete. Day 3 heats will start at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Men's 200 meters butterfly, women's 100 meters backstroke, the multi-class 100 meters backstroke for both men and women, followed by the men's 100 meters backstroke. It's a backstroke morning with the women's 200 meters breaststroke. And then we move on to page number 2 for some multi-class 50 meters butterfly, both men and women. Men's 50 meters breaststroke, women's 200 meters individual medley. That will be session 1, and then we will return for session 2 of heats. Women's 800 freestyle heat declared winner. Join us then. Thank you very much.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Half the town screaming out in vain, the other half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey!